Most men are waiting to feel ready, waiting for the right moment, waiting for something outside of them to change before they change. And while they are waiting, their life is passing. Rohn, one of the greatest minds in personal development who ever lived, said something that I want you to hear today. He said there are 4 emotions so powerful that when they stack together on the same day, they can turn your entire life around. Not in a year, not after the perfect conditions arrive, in a single day. And the Stoics understood these same 4 emotions thousands of years before Rohn gave them names. Today we break down all 4 and show you exactly how to use them. Emotion 1. Disgust. Nobody talks about this one. They talk about motivation, about inspiration, about vision boards and positive thinking. But Rohn said the first emotion that changes a life is disgust. Not at other people, at yourself. The moment a man looks at where he is, at how long he has been settling, how many excuses he has made, how many mornings he has woken up and chosen the same comfortable mediocrity, and feels something he cannot talk himself out of. He said, "I've had it with being broke at the beginning of the month and broker at the end. I've had it with being embarrassed. I've had it with making promises to myself that I do not keep." That is not a negative emotion. That is an honest one. Because here is the truth most men avoid. You cannot leave a city you will not admit you are living in. Most men feel disgust for about 20 minutes, on Sunday night when they think about Monday morning, and by Tuesday they have made peace with mediocrity again. The man who uses this emotion, who stays disgusted long enough to let it fuel something, is the man whose life begins to change. Marcus Aurelius did not write the Meditations from comfort. He wrote them from the honest, unflinching recognition that he could always be better, that settling was never acceptable, that disgust at his own weakness was not something to suppress, it was something to use. Ask yourself right now, what in your life deserves your disgust? And are you willing to sit with that feeling long enough to let it move you? Emotion 2. Decision. Disgust without decision is just suffering. The second emotion is the moment a man stops standing at the fork in the road and picks a direction. Not hopes, not considers, decides. Rohn said, making life-changing decisions is like an internal civil war. Conflicting armies of emotion battling each other in your mind. And the danger is not making the wrong decision. The danger is camping at the fork in the road. Because the man who cannot decide has already decided to stay exactly where he is. The word decide comes from the Latin decidere, to cut off. A real decision cuts off every alternative. It says, "This version of me is no longer available. That door is closed. I am not negotiating with my old habits anymore. I am not keeping one foot in the old life just in case the new one does not work out." Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." Most men never get past the first part. They know what they want to become. They stand at the fork for years, paralyzed by the weight of the choice. Today could be the day you decide. Not tomorrow, not when the conditions are better, right now, in this moment. Cut off what you are no longer willing to be. Emotion 3. Desire. Rohn said desire means wanting it badly enough. And he was honest. He said he did not know how to teach someone to want something. That desire comes from inside. That it sleeps in a man until something wakes it up. Maybe it is a book, a conversation, a moment of clarity at 2 a.m., a number on a bank statement that finally becomes impossible to ignore. But here is what the Stoics understood about desire that most men miss. Desire must be attached to becoming, not just having. The man who desires a better life without desiring to become a better man will always be disappointed, because outcomes are external and external things are never fully in your control. But the desire to become, to grow in discipline, in character, in self-mastery, that desire can be fed every single day, through the choices you make when nobody is watching, through the standards you hold when it would be easier to let them slide. Seneca wrote, "Affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion." You can want all you like, but desire without daily action is just a feeling that fades. The man who channels his desire into consistent, disciplined action, that man becomes someone. And becoming someone is the only path to having something worth keeping. Emotion 4. Resolve. This is the emotion that separates the men who transform from the men who try. Rohn described resolve as the two words that change everything. I will. Not I want to. Not I am going to try. Not I will when the time is right. I will. Resolve is not the excitement you feel at the start. It is not the motivation that shows up when things are going well. It is the quiet, unshakable commitment to keep going when none of those feelings are present anymore. When the motivation has faded, when the results are not visible yet, when the alarm goes off and every excuse in the world is available. The man with resolve gets up anyway, not because he feels like it, because he decided. And his decision does not expire when the feeling does. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." The man who lives with that awareness, who understands that time is not guaranteed, burns his resolve only on the things that matter, and he does not stop until the work is done. These 4 emotions are not a one-time event. They are a way of living. Feel the disgust, make the decision, feed the desire, build the resolve. And when the resolve fades, go back to the disgust. Let it remind you of who you were, and let that be enough to move you one more day. The day your life turns around does not have to be dramatic. It does not have to be a crisis. It does not have to be rock bottom. It can be today, a quiet morning, a moment of clarity. The day you finally say, "Not one more day like this." That day could be today. It might as well be. The mirror doesn't lie. It only shows what's already there.